soon from Supreme Gang. Sivir is going to be the first person banned out from this one. Not a surprise. Sivir is a very good ADC. And you do have a good Sivir player on the side of Ignium with FT. We're going to see the Darius ban come out first.
Not surprised there since, oh, buddy. Oh. That's a yawn. Darius is a little bit of a terror at this level of play.
Rand, I do want to tell you something about the Ignium jungler. You know what his main is for jungle?
Darius?
It's Brand jungle.
Okay.
Yeah, Ignium, their jungler, Mandela meets is a Brand jungle main. And it's actually very good at said Brand jungle, but we're going to see another topside ban. They really want this top lane to be the advantage here. They're just denying champions that are pretty dominant in the lane, so they're definitely going to be depending on that. Let's see what the last ban's going to be from Supreme Gang. Caitlyn coming out. And hopefully the Akali ban won't be coming out, or else it's going to be GG already.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that's banned away as our last ban here. With the double ADCs already banned a jungler in the Brand, and then 2 top laners in Darius and Mordekaiser. Cobble Killer laying the clock run down while his team takes their sweet little time. Gonna be the Malzahar. So
first
not
pick.
the call.
Come on, first pick Akali. Do it. Do it, Supreme Game. Go. Oh, they're gonna first pick the Rakan. That's an interesting priority pick.
Yeah, it can force Ignium here to lock in the Xayah so you don't get the Lovers Duo bot lane. But that's going to be a Nasus top locked in blind, which is very interesting. Nasus, you kind of want to make him a bit of a counter pick because he is very easily used and used to that top lane. So, Yuumi. Okay, no. Going to be toying with our hearts here. Well, Jungle Yuumi would be.
Jungle Yuumi would be fun, but instead we're going to see the Amumu, and we're going to see the Kai'Sa come out. Maybe the IG skin combo coming out here. You will see, but first Cyclone, it looks like there's not going to be... Oh, the Gragas. Now there is something I do want to bring up, but I don't want to bring it up yet with the Gragas. Okay. See the Nico pick come in here, and we're gonna go ahead and go on to the second ban phase. Pretty interesting drafts coming so far. You already have the media bot side revealed for the side of Supreme Gang, and then you have the Nasus blind pick for the side of Ignium. So we're gonna see how this ends up. Now I want to point out something. Except for Rice Gum, everybody on Supreme Gangs has the Gangs tag.
Yep.
And then only one person has the Ignium tag on Ignium.
That is an unfortunate circumstance, but hey, you win some, you lose some, I guess. As there is the Akali ban you were wanting that had been picked. There's a misfortune, man. So a lot of AD carries being taken away from
Ignium.
Bit of FT.
Oh, I just call him FT.
Yeah.
FT. Sounds like something you donate to somebody with trying to mess up their text-to-speech. And we're going to see the Zed being the final ban, so the last 2 bans definitely pointed towards Poppy Dead since he wasn't picked in the first cycle. We're going to see a total of 4 bans aimed at the bot side and the denial of the Brand jungle, so a lot of priority since they did pick this bot lane blind. They do want to make sure, and that's what I was waiting for, the Yasuo. Something that they told me that they've been working on is the Yasuo Gragas combo, and apparently it's been going very well, so I was excited about that. Good pocket pick coming out from Poppy Dead. Let's see how this Yasuo's going to turn up with the Cho'Gath for even more Wombo combo.
Yeah, if you get a combo into a barrel or a casket into the Cho'Gath Rupture, that is quite the last breath waiting to happen. We'll see if Gangs is able to pull that off, Supreme Gang.
Yeah, it's definitely a really good combination. You have like you said, the Rakombo, you have the Gragas, you have the Cho'Gath, and you have the Kai'Sa for the follow-up damage from the Yasuo as well. So we're gonna see Leona Jinx. We're gonna see a very fight-filled bot lane coming out. But we are going to be looking at both of these combinations. For the side of Ignium, you have a very tanky team, for sure.
Yeah, very tanky indeed, relying on Pappy Dead and Rice Gum to really put out the damage. Granted, Daniel is top. Could go for a more AP-centric build on this Gragas and hope to just completely burst someone out. I do know that it has been slightly more meta in the past, the more AP-centric route, although the last round of buffs to Gragas did help out his tanking capability.
And we're going to be... so something I want to talk about with this composition is that although we have a very tanky side from Ignium, like you said, Poppy Dead and Rice Gum both. The thing about that is you have the Yasuo with his ultimate giving him the armor penetration, and you have the Kaisa doing the percent HP damage. This is going to be a really anti-tank team from Supreme Gang. And then you have the Cho'Gath. It's just, if all things go well, it's going to be massive in the late game. So this late game is definitely looking more favorable.
Alrighty, yeah. There is a lot going on with both these comps. Both have a lot of pick between Leona, Nico, Amumu, Rakan, Gragas, Cho'Gath. That is a lot of things you're going to have to be walking around different and diving around in team fights and ganks that are going to be rather scary to deal with.
Yeah, you're going to be having to essentially have really good vision control and being aware of what's going on around you. So a lot of pick potential for the side of Ignium when it comes to Leona and Amumu and the Nico. All three of them have really good roaming potential. Meanwhile, for the side of Supreme Gang, you have the Rakan, the Gragas, and the Cho'Gath, but it's going to be more so focused on the team fight composition more so than the picking, it looks like. But something that I do like about both these team comps is that they both can thrive in the early game, but Supreme Gangs definitely look more favorable in the late game. So if I'm Ignium, trying to make sure I get that lead early to try to prevent that late power spike from the Kaisa and the Yasuo.
For sure, yeah. And also, it isn't even a late game power spike. It's more so he has his 2 crit items power spike, and then from then on, he could just build much more bruisery so he can survive all the damage from team fights, which is what you'll typically see. You can, of course, go full on glass cannon, but that usually means you just instantly die after you cast that last breath.
Alright, so we are going to go ahead and show you a quick video before we load into this game. We'll be right back.
My goals for this Pepega Cup tournament is to have a positive KDA and not drop one single game in the best of.
They're doing his best to keep.
Is he gonna get it?
Alive.
He's gonna get it! He gets
He
the
does
reset!
get the reset. Gonna be able to get
Double kill!
double kill. Poppy Dead is hard carrying this game on his Aatrox. Ollie going and Poppy Dead getting knocked up and stunned. CC chains.
Oh.
There's nothing you can do. Pop in the zone here. Thomas has got to be very careful here. However, does get the execute kill with that.
Oh no, oh no!
Looking really strong, cleaning up the back end of the team by Poppy Dead's insane double kill. He gets caught by the chain of corruption, but they're not able to have any follow-up on that. He's absolutely severity.
I'm Poppy Dead, part of Supreme Gang, and me and my team are gonna show that we can win this tournament easy peasy.
Here we go. The arcade Kaisa.
It's on display.
Oh. Yeah, I'm really... See, alright, I'm gonna have to give this one to Supreme Gang, so they have absolutely no bias here from a Rakan main. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally prefer the Samsung Rakan over IG Rakan.
What? The animations are so much better, and the recall animation's pretty good. Meme.
Yeah, it's just I'm not the biggest fan of the IG skin line because they all look like such edgy thoughts, and I only have
all of them
IG.
are edgy thoughts. Camille's an edgy thought. Aurelia's an edgy thought. Fiora's an edgy thought.
Debatable.
LeBlanc's an edgy thought. Kaisa's an edgy thought. Rakan's an edgy thought. I mean, they're all edgy and they're all thoughts. I don't know what you expect.
Okay, lore speaking, I think Rakan is like one of the least thoughty people. He's more of a tool.
If you ever play Rakan, you hear the voice lines that he says, you'll change your mind immediately. That dude's
I play Rakan. He doesn't sound like a thought.
That is a big thought. But we are going to get into this game. Let me move around these scoreboards for the sake of my own personal preference. I think it's all right. There we go. We're all good. So, and we already have pings for invades. Cho'Gath's going to go protect the top side, meanwhile the rest of Supreme Gang going down to invade this. Oh, looks like we might be seeing a fight going on here already.
30 seconds until
Both of them just kind of having a little Mexican standoff, waiting for one side to start it off.
Oh, bandage toss start. Don't know about that one, Chief. Mandela meets.
Even if he had hit
you
that,
want to start the tantrum.
Yeah. If he had, let's say, even if he hit that bandage toss, and what do? Now you're that deep, and your team's still far behind you.
Yeah, and then you still have to do a level 1 camp with bandage toss. It means your bot lane has to give you one hell of a leash. That might not be the most possible when you have a Leona support who needs to get to lane ASAP and hit that level 2 power spike.
It's something they're definitely gonna suffer for it, but see if maybe they can salvage and see if they can maybe get something good out of this. You never know. But we are gonna see no shenanigans, just fairly standard stuff going on. Now, what we want to talk about is that both of these teams have really strong solo laners, and they both really like to fight, which is a big reason why the scrimmages are so popular between these two teams. So expect a lot of action going on. Say that a little trade going on in the top lane. Cobble Killer already losing a good chunk of health to the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, both top laners just looking to get mutual grasp procs off. Although Cobble Killer, he's gonna be stacking up in this matchup because Cho'Gath, he can certainly put on some pressure early, but as the laning phase goes on and on, it drops off really hard. But making Cobble Killer have to use his siphoning streak on you when he trades is a pretty big deal.
Poppy has to be careful. He does have the level disadvantage here, and he is taking a lot of damage. We're going to see a fight here in the bot lane. The level 2, they were able to hit it first, but they aren't going to get anything out of it. Ricegum's going to be A-okay. Maybe a counter coming in here. They are going to go, but he is stunned out. Heal coming in. They want to keep going. Daniel is top, just going in. Or he has to be careful. They are going to get the first blood, but Double Team Demon is going to get a kill in response. They're trying to chase him down, but here comes the Ignium. And they're going to probably get 2 kills here in response. In the long run, they're going to go 2 for 1. He is able to get out. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Poppy has to throw out the wind wall, trying to escape with his life. Does have the tornado coming up, but he's going to have to back off. A lot of action going on, but after all of that, we do have a slight advantage for Ignium.
Yep, Ignium definitely with the slight advantage off the back of that one, getting 2 kills. Even though it went to the support and tank jungler, you still take that over the single kill going over to Ricegum, who bought the longsword first, which is very interesting. I think that means he's going for the Storm Razor rush this game. Daniel is top, saying howdy ho.
I think they wanted to try for something there, but Poppy took all 3 of those Q procs and did a lot and was forced to recall here. And Daniel's top is going to be forced to try to defend this turret from any plating being taken. Not a good start so far for a Supreme Gang. Definitely not the team that we saw in the scrimmages. We're going to see a nice engage here from the Rakan, but nothing's going to happen. FT, as I like to say, is going to go ahead and get away. I don't know. Should we call him F or FT?
I think is just going to come out really weird because I think that's the sound that's hard to pick up by mics, and you just kind of low-key start slobbering all over your mic.
Yeah. I think we'll just go with FT. FT.
And in the interest of our peripherals, I think we keep them in better condition rather than worse.
Yeah, so FT it is. So FT is going to go back to CSing. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Poppy Dead is back, and now that he's healthy, he's able to bully this Nico a bit, but he has to be careful. He's About I'd say like 70% of a level down.
Ooh, Tangling Barb lands in the mid lane. Pappy dead, not going to take too much from that, as things have calmed down a decent bit since that.
Ooh, top lane, they're planning something here. Here comes Daniel as top. As he is top, they're going to get the double CC down onto Cobble Killer. He's trying to get away here, flashes away. See if there's going to be any follow flash. Nope, looks like they're going to go right back to just a flashless top laner. Seeing more mid laning. Oh, Poppy Dead, you got to be careful.
Yep, able to win well the Tangling Barbs at the last second there, because it kind of looked like they hit him, but then it didn't. Just a little weird.
Yeah, Yasuo Windwall is bugged right now. Like, sometimes projectiles will be blocked. Like you know how, like, if it's about to hit you, but then you Windwall, the expected result is that it's blocked because the Windwall goes outwards, starting from right in front of you. But it's bugged for some reason right now. So, like, it's a 50-50, basically. I think it just depends on the hitbox size. But you can never really tell. Hopefully it'll be fixed next patch.
Yeah. A literal coin flip in terms of winning trades, but hey. You win some, you lose some, just like how I
We
always
need
say.
more RNG this game. We have teamfight tactics already. That's an RNG-based game. We need more RNG in League of Legends if we want to be popular.
Yeah, give me a coin flip champion that just has a 50% chance to win the game upon immediately being locked in.
You know,
And
I like
50%
that.
chance to immediately lose.
Yeah, just whenever you load into the game, the enemy nexus, just every 5 minutes, the enemy nexus has a 50% chance of exploding immediately.
Yep.
That should be an ultimate, just so you have a fucking 50-50 chance of destroying a structure. Meanwhile, do have the level 6 here for Ryan Nero. Gonna try to get Cobble Killer. He doesn't have flash, but he does out-trade him. You gotta be careful with the nest. He only has 16 CS. You do have a good amount of stacks, and the passive is going to be able to definitely help him out when it comes to trading.
Yeah, sadly no CDR yet for Cobble Killer here, and that's a real big feels bad, man, because Nasus is all about getting that early 10 to 20% CDR just so you can go for big boy stack and Palooza, but that is not the case, as Snow Myers walking top lane on this Nico might be looking to get Ryan or away here. Our way.
You have to be careful. He's getting collapsed on. A lot of pings coming in, but it's not going to be any good. Here comes the Pot Blossom any second now. And yep, there it goes. Pot Blossom going in. Gonna get the slowdown onto him so he can't escape. Ignite goes down, but he flashes away. Is he going to be able to escape? Nope, just on the last tick of Ignite goes down to Snow Myers. That's going to be another kill going over to Ignium. And this is just looks like a really good early game for him.
Really good indeed. Able to get a lot of press down the mid lane. Has a kill for himself too, thanks to that gank top lane, and didn't really lose anything for it in the mid.
Now, you have to be careful. I think he was spotted from Ori clearing out that ward, but you do have Yasuo and Gragas on the same side of the map. They might be looking for a 1-0 combo any second now. Here comes the Predator from the Gragas. He goes in, misses the knockup due to the flash. He's gonna flash ult completely, whiffs it. Now they're both in a really rough spot here. Gonna get the ultimate down from the Amumu, and this is just gonna be clean up city. Rice Gum even suffering as a result of this. That's gonna be 1 kill, make that 2 kills. Meanwhile, the mid lane, Poppy Dead trying to get a kill here on the Snow Myers. Whiffs the Q, has to E away, and might even have to recall here. Does get snared down. Let's see if the kill can come here for Snow Myers. Nope. Wait. No, isn't going to get it. But we do have to be careful. Poppy Dead, although he's low, he does have Gragas nearby. That knockup completely turn around and you fight. Keep an eye on that.
Oh, Pop Blossom.
Oh, the Pop Blossom comes down and flashes away, but just walks right back into the auto attack range. Poppy Dead getting solo killed. That's a familiar sight we see from him due to his aggressive play.
Yeah, and a lot of plates being picked up in the spot lane after that failed aggressive gank coming out from the Supreme Gang. Definitely a Pepega moment.
Big Pepega moment. And one of the scrims, we did see something similar to this. We saw Ignium taking a really big early lead, but the thing that ended up helping Supreme Gang come back was the Sonatar. It's a really good late game, obviously, but they don't have anything like that. Sure, you have the Kaisa and you have the Yasuo. That could be quite the problem in the mid to late game, but you have to be careful not to make it too hard of a workload for them.
Yeah. As mid lane, Snow
Oh,
Mars
mid
might be a
lane,
little caught out.
He dead does have the tornado. Not sure what he was aiming for, but you do have a potential knockup. Nope, not gonna go for it. Snow Myers is gonna get away. Just as we like to say, breaks the ankles of Poppy Dead. And Supreme Gangs though are gonna turn onto this dragon. See if maybe we're gonna see a contest. Oh, knockup does miss. Oh, maybe we do have a really interesting situation here. Is going to get knocked up. Poppy Dead going for the last breath. And here comes a nice quickness from Rakan. They do secure the dragon. And here comes the Kaisa. Not sure what that ultimate was going for from Daniel's top, but it doesn't matter. They are going to go in for it anyway. Oh, here comes the Yasuo. FT does get the Jinx passive. Let's see if he can make something happen. The Predator from Daniel Stop does help. They do take down the Leona. Going back in on the Jinx. That's a double kill, but he's going to go down right afterwards. And in the long run, ends up being slightly in favor of Supreme Gang.
Yeah, and considering they also got the dragon off the top of that, and they were slightly behind before that play, it works out in their favor. Our way though, Mr. Nero seems to be rushing a stone plate, which you don't usually do that. You usually want to rush some actual health and a resistance of your choice.
Listen, go for it now. Listen, this is the Pepega Cup. We
Yeah.
build what we want here. If that Cho'Gath wants to go full AP and you rush his Death Cap, he goes full AP and he rushes Death Cap. Oh, Snowmyers has to be careful. Does take a tower shot there. Speaking of Pepega.
Yeah, because Gargoyle Stone Plate, definitely a great item on Cho'Gath. It's just
Oh yeah.
a great first item.
No, not at all.
That
It's
is
not-
a mild.
I don't think any champion can really get away with building that first item. But if one champion were to do it, it would be Cho'Gath.
Yeah, since he just kind of eats some for the entire health bar. Oh, mid
nice
lane.
wind wall. Let's see if maybe we're gonna see a quickness dash here. Nope. Oh, the turnaround, the plot blossom into the ultimate from the Amumu. That's just an easy kill there. Completely turning that around. Really good positioning and awareness so far from Metal Meats, but we're gonna hold that because we do see a tower dive here in the bot lane. That's just gonna be easy money. Well, fairly easy money. Oh, I don't know why. I thought I heard the Leona death, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. But anyway,
Yeah, I definitely thought I heard the Leona death sound too,
I wonder
but
what that was.
oh, top lane, are we gonna see the Boogie
Oh
Munch?
no, you gotta watch out. Here comes the ultimate. Oh, just a little bit miscalculated. Cobble Killer hardly getting away.
There might have Cobble Killer might have actually been saved by health regen there. Because assuming Nero was going off the ulti display indicator, because Cho'Gath ultimate, when you can kill someone, it does show like a little ring of spikes around them, I think.
Yeah.
And you can go off of that to know. But there might have been a mild amount of health regen that kept Cobble Killer alive. Because he might have second wind along with that Spectre's Cowl, so that could be a lot of hidden regen.
He has a Spectre's Cowl, he has a Dorn Shield, and then maybe the second win, like you said, all of that leads up to a misleading ultimate indicator. As a Pike player, that does get me often. Poppy Dead missing the Q onto the minion. He's going to be in a rough spot. Hits the EQ, but he's going to need one more lane of Q. Here comes the Predator from Daniel. Let's stop to see if they can get a knockup going on. But the Glacial Augment is going to keep them at bay. It's a wasted Predator.
The Glacial Augment coming in very handy for keeping this Nico safe. Here comes Kiwi.
Oh yeah, we might see the Rakan come in. Does go forward with the W, but he isn't going to be able to get, but gets a knockup anyway, but they're going to opt to not go in on it. Meanwhile, on this top side, we do see a little bit of trading, but they both do back off. We're back to normal, but we do have to be careful. You do see Double Team Demon hanging around the top side river. Go to either side. It's going to walk down back to bot lane because we do see a lot of people emerging down to that bot lane. Meanwhile, on the top side, still more trading going on, but no killing blows yet. Oh, hold on. Hey, go for Reno. Spam the fast forward button. You should be caught up.
I was about to say you're sounding a little behind there, Chief. I'm at 21, 22.
I'm at 23, 24. But yeah, anyway. Now I'm caught up. That was weird.
Oh, the flash.
Not quite sure what that ultimate's goal was. He ended up just ulting somebody into him. What time are you at?
37, 38, 39.
All right, we're
40.
caught up. All right.
Big
Sweet.
Gucci Smoochy.
We're Gucci Smoochy. We're Gucci gang. We're out here. We're ready to go. But yeah, as far as the overall game state goes right now, it's looking really, really favorable so far for Ignium, and Nasus is just gonna smack him around. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we do have a fight going on. Jinx ultimate's a little bit early, but it doesn't matter. They're able to get both kills down. Leona gonna take a lot of damage from the tower, but gonna survive with more than enough health. And they're gonna possibly get the tower here. They're gonna even go on to the Yasuo. Not quite sure what you're doing. That's a knockup. Get the Yasuo ult though. The Yasuo might even die here. Yup, ends up dying. Now the Jinx with the passive is just gonna go crazy. And that is a kill, but dies to the minions. Yasuo getting credit for the shutdown. That's not what you want. You don't want to feed the Yasuo. Even on the top lane, Nasus is just gonna smack him down to the point where he's gonna have to walk away, and Ignium are just completely just opening the map now, it looks like.
Yeah, there's a 7,500 gold lead that separates these two teams, and Ignium is just running away with it right now due to the spot side control, but also Mandela meets. He has that 500 gold bounty right now in this movement. And they're getting Infernal to juice up the damage even more.
Now, this is definitely not looking favorable for Supreme Gang, you know. Being a hyped up team going into this, and they're just getting dismantled by Ignium here. But we did expect this. They're both very competitive teams. Anything could have happened. And in this case, it was, so far, a really good game. But like I said before this game started, although you do have the Jinx late game, I want to talk about that Thornmail before I go on. Thornmail second item, or I should say third item because of the Ninja Tabbies, but that's a lot of armor onto the Amumu. That's going to be really hard for Yasuo and Kaisa to really do anything to him. Well, less so the Kaisa because she does have the passive, but Yasuo's going to have a bad time essentially.
Yeah, because that healing reduction and the attack speed reduction, that's going to be a doozy. As Nero going to be under fire a little here, but able to get that ward and drop and pop out.
Yeah, we are going to see the lane swap now that the bot lane is significantly pushed and they still have the tier 1 up. So it's going to be safe farming for the Nasus, but we are seeing now Supreme Gang.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of an ARAM going on in the top lane.
Something that Supreme Gang is, I like to credit them for, is their communication and their macro play as a unit. So this is something that's definitely going to help them when it comes to trying to come back with your win conditions for the Yasuo and the Kaisa, but they have to be careful because here comes Ignium. The Yasuo is going to get the last breath onto the back line, but the quickness is also going to get crowd control. They're going to actually get the Herald. Wow, they weren't able to secure the Herald despite starting it. Flash W is a little bit sidestep. Going to go right back in with the 3-man ultimate. Going to try to see if he can get a kill, take someone down with them. No, Bryce-Gum's just going to use the ultimate to walk away, and it's going to be eventually a dead Amumu and a big bounty going over to the Kaisa. But I do want to talk about, despite all of that, they do walk out with the Herald, taking it right under the nose of Supreme Gang.
Yeah, although it cost them quite a bit for that, just because that single play and all those shutdowns picked up, that is shrinking the gold lead here to just 5,500 from 7,500, so 2,000 gold swing, that's nothing to scoff at, especially when one of the shutdown kills is picked up by Rice Gum here.
And you might see a collapse here. You're going to get caught out here. You got to be careful farming up that far. He's going to eventually, might take Poppy Dead down with him, actually. Poppy Dead is going to knock him up. He's really low, flashes forward, and is able to kill Poppy Dead. So goes 1 for 1 and got all of those stacks. That's, I'd say, if I'm that Nasus, I'm saying worth in all chat.
Yeah, especially since your team is getting this top outer, so you're getting a 1 for 1 and a 1v3 and an objective off the top of it. So definitely hashtag worth.
Definitely hashtag worth. They might even be able to get some good damage off of this tier 2 because they're in this mid lane for Supreme Gang. They're not even paying attention to them, it looks like. They, still no response. They are going to get this tier 1 in the mid lane, but we're going to see a dive here. That's a little bit risky. If they are going to get it. Well, you know, the Gargoyle Rush helped in that specific situation. He had 3 people diving him, but he wasn't able to get anything. Meanwhile, here comes Poppy Dead. It's looking like he might try something here. Let's see the Yasuo plays. But here comes Rice Gum. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, oh no, that's tragic! That is just a tragedy. The Herald summoning being canceled out.
Yeah, gotta start a little further back, sadly.
Oh, that's just awful. That's the worst. But yeah, we're gonna now... All that they did, they traded away 2k gold for the Herald, and then just wasted the Herald like that.
Yeah.
So this is not looking good
It
for
did
them
at least.
anymore.
Oh, here comes me.
Oh, here comes... well, they do get a kill, but it's gonna cost them 2 deaths for it. They do get some damage down onto the turret, but I don't think you can flash that, can you? That thick wall right there? Can you flash that?
I think in very specific spots you can, but not at that thick part. Like, it has to be the slightly thinner part right by the inner turret.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't know how many times I practiced. I'm gonna hold that. Rakan doesn't have his ultimate anymore, so have to be a little bit careful diving in like that. Ooh, meanwhile, they're gonna see, oh, nice ultimate, and it's gonna be followed up by the last breath flash away, but it's not gonna help you. You're gonna be dead. Now the ultimate going on to Daniel's top. Let's see if they can even get Poppy dead here. He's gonna actually do a decent amount of damage to Leona, even try to gap close. But meanwhile, right here, Cobble Killer is trying to kill here. Not gonna be able to get it. Meanwhile, Poppy dead back to that fight, trying to get the Leona. Leona does get the combo and the flash to follow Poppy dead over the wall, and does die for it, but able to hand that kill over to the Nasus. Meanwhile, here comes Amumu, gonna get maybe a big play here. Redemption is going to do a big heal here, and Rakan hits them with the quickness, and that's just going to be the easy fight for Supreme Gang. Maybe even try to rotate onto the Infernal or the Baron afterwards. Let's see what happens. Oh! FT with a nice snipe coming in from the Jinxel in the mid lane, so maybe not even going to be able to get any objectives off of this. No, they are pinging the Infernal. Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, they don't have an enemy jungler to contest this, which is certainly nice. However, there are some low health bars here, and they will have to watch out for FT coming in.
They have to be careful. If FT kills the Cho'Gath, that's just... Jinx passive is just gonna go completely nuts. Let's see... They do have essentially 2 smites in this fight. Ori's gonna keep Jinx at bay, but is gonna die for it. Now she's going crazy. She's gonna try to get the double kill here. It's gonna be the double kill, maybe even the triple kill. Here comes FT trying to hunt down the last one. Here comes Yasuo to prevent it. Gonna go back in the double ultimate wombo combo shutdown going over to the side of Supreme Gang, specifically onto Daniel's top, as they're gonna come out with the Infernal, and I think they'll in the long run end up being 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2. And the Infernal certainly in your favor. Not to mention getting that shutdown that was on FT. Oof, it's a doozy. As gold lead has shrunk even further by just a bit here. Especially with picking up that Infernal, it helps shrink the invisible gold lead. Well, additional invisible gold lead that Infidium did have, thanks to their own Infernal. Both teams just going to be going at it.
Now, something I do want to say is that although this gold lead is certainly looking a little bit more manageable than it was a moment ago, every single member of Supreme Gang is down in gold to their counterpart for Ignium. Specifically, though, I do want to point out that this Yasuo isn't that far behind in gold. It's something that they have to watch out for on the side of Ignium. You don't want that Yasuo to catch up. It's going to be problematic.
Especially now. Interesting that Pappy Dead went for the Infinity Edge Rush, because he usually rushed the Static Shift just because it's such a power spike, it lowers Q cooldown. Oh, hold that thought. We have a Baron startup here from Ignium. This is bold indeed. There is no Yasuo, so it might just be a 5 versus 4.
Now, they do know they are there, but they don't have any vision on the Baron, so they don't know what position it's on. They do get some vision, but the fight is going to start. Here goes Rakan, going to get the W quickness combo, but the Pop Blossom going to completely turn around the fight and make it quite the easy one for Ignium. They're going to clean this up. Here comes Poppy Dead to try to salvage this, but he's just trying to delay the inevitable. That's the ace, and really, they could open up the base and take Baron if they wanted to.
Even have GG coming out from both sides here.
Oh man, yeah, maybe even the forfeit coming in any second now. don't think they can end at this very moment, but this is certainly starting to look like, as they say, it ain't over till the fat lady singing, but I'll tell you what, she's humming right now.
Yodeling even.
I'd say yodeling. Definitely yodeling. It's going to be the inhibitor going over to Ignium, and the Baron buff is just going to be taken at just a moment. Meanwhile, Ori trying to get the cleanup kill here. Gonna try to deny one of the Baron buffs at least for the nice double ultimate. Let's see if Double Team Demon can get away. The Flash W to deny the escape. They're gonna get at least one of the Baron buffs, but we still have an inhibitor and Baron on 4 members going over to Ignium.
Yeah, and now Ignium can just all group up in this bot lane, use their massive gold lead, and look to crack open the base even further. Getting a second inhib would be a bit of a death sentence here for the side of Gang Squad.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like game is imminent to its end. So we're gonna see if Ignium can close this out, or if maybe, just maybe, Spring Gang can start mounting the comeback. If they were to mount the comeback, what do you think would be the key, besides obviously your 11 kill Kaisa?
Well, there is always the chance of a wombo combo. You get a Gucci-ass Gragas ulti or whatever AoE knockup of your choice and instantly delete 2 or 3 members with the Pappy Dead final breath. That is how you win a team fight right now. If
Is
you
it last
are
breath or
on-
is it final breath?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm going to pause that either way because it looks like they're trying to get onto the Nasty here, but he is going to pop the ult, and that just hurts. You can quickness all you want, but it's going to hurt, but they are going to come in here. They're going to burn 2 ultimates to kill 1 Nasus, but that is 1 big Nasus, so it is nice to get that out of the way, but I wouldn't quite say worse.
Yeah, very aggressive push up there from Color Color since his team was split up on the map. You had, bit of a fight.
Oh, we're going to hold that. Meanwhile, the knockup is denied due to the snare, so they're not able to get the wombo combo going. Oh, that's just
that
tragic.
bandage toss.
That was really close to being the GG right there with that bandage toss. Meanwhile, instead, we're going to just see some sieging going on from the side of Ignium. They're looking to close out this game. Sieging down this bottom turret. You do have a GA now on the Jinx, so nice you got to kill her twice. He's going to go flash in ultimate from the Amumu. Pop Blossom's going to shortly follow. You do have Cho'Gath popping that Gargoyle Stone Plate, though. All of that, but you don't get anybody, but you are going to get 1 Gragas. That's the killing spree for the Jinx. Going back in, last breath for the Yasuo. Double kill for the Jinx. Let's see if she can get more. He's going to go down, but she has the GA popping. Double kill for both ADCs, but it doesn't matter how much carrying Ricegum's going to do. That is going to be eventually the GG coming out here from Ignium. Fantastic fight, flash forward on to the Rakan, just to make sure you end up with the ace. And wow, what an absolute just dominate. I wouldn't quite say domination, but I would say very confident win from the side of Ignium.
Ending the game out with a 10,000 gold lead is nothing to scoff at. There were some bumps along the way where it was slipping a little away from them, but in the end they were able to pull out and pop the top.
Yep, and
You there? You cut out for me.
oh, Jason, yeah, sorry, my bad. Anyways, like I was saying, the MVP here obviously goes to my boy FT, Mr. himself. Really good fighting from him this game. Excellent laning phase to get that lead and just completely dominating every team fight. Once he went crazy with the passive, it was just over from there.
For sure, yeah, because that Jinx hits like a truck full of trucks, and yeah, that was AoE damage too coming out from those rockets. Not exactly what you want to be stomaching.
It's funny that you say truck full of chucks when describing a Jinx, because she does have a quote where it's a gun that shoots other guns. Would you describe that as a gun that shoots other guns? Games for Jinx. But yep. As far as Pepega of the game goes, I definitely would give that to Rice Gum. This is one of those cases where you just type in all chat, GG can't carry. So that's exactly what happened. Although you did have Poppy Dead racking up 16 assists, I mean, the IE rush probably wasn't very gold efficient with that kind of gold that you're having. You're way behind on gold. Probably static shift would have been a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. Because, you need that wave clear, and it lowers your Q cooldown, which is kind of a pretty big deal as Yasuo.
Yeah, kind of a big deal.
Kind of.
But yeah, this is I'd say definitely a hard carry from a Jinx there. Now I do, as a support player, I do gotta say I gotta shout out that Leona. If you're getting any early game lead, you gotta make sure you're doing it with the Leona. You gotta make sure you play that lane nice and aggressive. You gotta make sure you feed your ADC nice and good. All right, and with that being said, we do have Ignium finally breaking their mental barrier of beating Supreme Gang, and we're gonna go ahead and throw it over to the analyst desk to go ahead and break down this game.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Reddit analyst desk. I think we have everything going here, loaded up, ready to go. Between our huge match between Ignium and Supreme Gang, obviously we saw that Ignium came out on top, and that was actually a really exciting game. Very fast-paced gameplay. There were definitely a lot of big moments in that game that are worth talking about. But of course, as we do on the analyst desk here, we're going to see what you guys have to say about that game. And we got 2 comments here. We got Pointless Venture. Imagine drafting a comp around the Yasuo, and then the Yasuo loses lane. I mean, that's pretty much what happened. I was saying going into this tournament, I saw Takeoff mentioned during the cast as well that Poppy Dead has really been popping off in scrims. I haven't personally seen it. That was the first time I've seen his Yasuo, and apparently they were practicing it pretty well. So it was a little unfortunate to see it not work out how they planned, but there were a few moments. They had that moment near the bottom tri-brush where the Gragas Yasuo ulti combo actually pulled off and made some plays. So I mean, it wasn't all bad plays. And I think my favorite moment this whole game was that Jinx rocket after Supreme Gang finally, it seemed like they want to fight, and they barely take out that Amumu with the Thornmail that's basically Kai'Sa's killing herself hitting it, and then just as they're back and it slams in there, picks up the kill. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Jinx rocket of the day, for sure. Best Jinx rocket of the whole Pepega Cup. It's the only one, but doesn't matter. Next we have Valve anti-cheat ban for FT incoming. Yeah, there was some moments he had some pretty cool plays pulling off there. He was dashing around, getting some good fights off. So overall, I think very good play from them as well. And Boomslang, yo, why is NASA stacking Sheen items? Yeah, I mean, if we take a closer look at his build, I think he had a Sheen and a Iceborne Gauntlet. So I think he was going Triforce, or Iceborne Gauntlet into Triforce, which okay, the passive's unique, so you can't stack them. Just a pro tip for next game. Let's see if we got any more analysis here before we get it ready for the next game come through. Oh, we got a few more. Imagine blaming a Smurf when your comp fails. Oof. P.S. Tell James to take off his C9 hat. It's not happening. We never saw the huge Yasuo wombo from Supreme Gang. Yeah, I mean, as I said, we had that taste of it. We had a taste of it in the bottom lane, but of course it did not ever come to fruition. We never got that huge wombo combo. And then, you know, for that final fight, Poppy Dead wasn't even there. Around that Baron, when Ignium really got their wombo combo off, they just hit the Pop Blossom. And then the 3-person snare as well to just completely blow up Supreme Gang. So definitely a fast-paced, fun, action-packed game. And I believe that's going to do it for our segment for this game. Make sure to tune in for the next one. And we have a game between Nemen and Orange Slices coming up in just a little bit. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that.